Before anything else, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs a financial and spiritual breakthrough. When you help awaken another person, the universe always finds a way to return that same awakening to you multiplied. Now listen carefully. For years, people believed that repeating a phrase is nothing more than positive thinking. But Napoleon Hill discovered something that only the truly successful understood. Words are not sounds. Words are codes. They are commands you send into the invisible space that surrounds you, and that space rearranges itself according to whatever vibration you declare with certainty, emotion, and persistence. When Hill interviewed the wealthiest minds of his time, he found that each of them used a personal sentence, a phrase charged with intention and burning desire, repeated over and over until it became a spiritual identity. They weren't waiting for things to happen. They were shaping reality from within. And that is why today you will learn how repeating a powerful phrase for 21 days rewires your subconscious, reorganizes your emotional frequency, alters your magnetic field, and opens doors that were locked for months or even years. This is not motivation. This is alignment. This is the bridge between the spiritual and the material. So breathe deeply, stay present, and let this message reach the part of you that is tired of waiting for a miracle and finally ready. The law behind the phrase. The human mind follows patterns. When you repeat a phrase long enough, it stops being a wish and becomes a command. The subconscious mind, as Napoleon Hill explained, does not understand jokes, doubts, or hesitation. It only understands repetition, emotion, and belief. When you declare a phrase for 21 days with emotional intensity, your subconscious accepts it as truth. And once it accepts it, it begins to shape your behaviors, your expectations, your intuition, and even the synchronicities that appear around you. The universe responds to certainty the same way a seed responds to water and sunlight. But most people never give their dreams the necessary consistency. They speak with desire one day and fear the next. They affirm abundance in the morning and complain about life at night. That contradiction kills the signal. But when you repeat the same phrase for 21 days straight, without interruption, the contradiction dissolves. You create a straight line of frequency, a spiritual laser. And anything aligned with that frequency begins to move toward you because energy always obeys coherence. Emotion is the fuel. Repetition is the engine. Belief is the steering wheel. Why 21 days changes everything. There is nothing magical about the number 21 itself. What is magical is the neurological and vibrational transformation that happens inside you during these 21 days. In the first 7 days, the mind resists. Old beliefs rise, doubts appear. This is normal because the brain is programmed to protect what it already knows, even if what it knows is scarcity. In the next 7 days, the subconscious begins to soften. Resistance weakens. You start noticing small shifts in attitude and perception. Opportunities that were invisible begin to feel closer. And in the final 7 days, something extraordinary happens. The phrase becomes your identity. You no longer repeat it as a desire. You repeat it as a fact, and identity always overpowers circumstance. What you identify with becomes your destiny. That is why 21 days is not a ritual. It is a rebirth. The phrase that activates the shift here is the phrase that carries the vibration of alignment, power, and creation. Everything I ask for with faith is already on its way to me. When you repeat this sentence, you are declaring 3 simultaneous realities. First, that you are asking with faith, not fear. Second, that what you want already exists in the invisible field. And third, that it is moving toward you, not away from you. This phrase collapses time, neutralizes doubt, and activates the law of assumption, the same law Hill described without naming. When you declare that something is already on its way, your mind stops chasing and starts expecting. Expectation is the birthplace of miracles. And miracles are nothing more than the universe rushing to meet a vibration strong enough to attract them. How to practice the 21-day ritual. Choose a quiet moment every day. It can be in the morning or before sleep. Take a deep breath and repeat the phrase 33 times, not mechanically, with emotion, with ownership. Feel the energy rising as you speak. Imagine the words entering your subconscious, like seeds planted deep in fertile soil. If your mind tries to interrupt, return gently to the phrase. If doubts appear, ignore them. They are simply the last reflexes of an old identity dying. And on day 21, you will notice something powerful. Your vibration will no longer match your past. You will feel lighter, clearer, more intuitive, and more confident. Synchronicities will become common. Signs will appear everywhere, and the things you once chased will start chasing you. The spiritual physics of the phrase thoughts are electrical. Emotions are magnetic. Words are the bridge that unites the two. When you repeat a phrase charged with intention, you send electrical impulses that shape your vibrational field. That field becomes a magnet, and that magnet brings you experiences that match its frequency. Hill tried to explain this using the language of his time: autosuggestion, faith, burning desire. But today, we understand that the spiritual realm responds to coherence, not effort, to clarity, not desperation. When you repeat this phrase for 21 days, you become a station transmitting a clear signal to the universe, and the universe never ignores clarity. The only reason most people never receive what they want is because they never emit a strong enough signal for long enough. You are about to change that. The integration and the transformation. You will not notice the transformation on day 1, nor on day 2. But day by day, your vibration will shift. And when your vibration shifts, your destiny shifts. Something inside you opens, expands, and aligns. The person you were dissolves, and the person you were meant to be begins to emerge. Listen carefully now. The phrase is not the miracle. You are the miracle. The phrase is only the key that unlocks what was always inside you. And now I ask the question that activates engagement and reflection. Do you or someone you know already felt that repeating something with faith changed everything? Tell me in the comments after this video ends, because your story can awaken someone else's miracle. And now breathe deeply and get ready, because your next 21 days will not be like your last 21 days. The cycle is breaking. A new version of you has arrived. And if this message resonated, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with 2 people who are ready for their breakthrough. There is a hidden truth behind every transformation. The world outside you only changes after something changes inside you. For years, you were conditioned to believe that life is random, that success happens by luck, that breakthroughs are for a chosen few. But the most successful individuals on earth discovered that destiny is not inherited, it is constructed. And the construction begins inside the subconscious mind. This extra section will take you deeper, to the level where your old programming dissolves and your new identity finally emerges. The subconscious mind does not respond to intelligence. It responds to repetition. It does not respond to logic. It responds to emotion. That is why the phrase you repeat becomes a command. When you say, "Everything I ask for with faith is already on its way to me," you are not describing your current situation. You are declaring a spiritual law. The invisible world reacts instantly to faith, but the material world takes time to catch up. Most people give up during the gap. They stop speaking, stop believing, stop repeating right before the miracle arrives. But not you, not now, not after knowing this truth. Every time you repeat the phrase, you weaken an old belief that has imprisoned you for years. Every repetition breaks a chain. Every repetition opens a door. Every repetition tells the universe that you are ready to receive. This is not superstition. This is alignment between intention and vibration. Faith is not believing blindly. Faith is believing consistently, and consistency is the vibration that bends reality. Think of your life as a river. For years, that river has flowed in the direction of your old identity, fear, scarcity, insecurity, doubt. But when you repeat a phrase of power, you do something extraordinary. You redirect the entire river. At first, the flow resists. It pushes back. But as you persist, the water begins to turn. And when it turns fully, nothing can stop it. That is why your transformation will not be subtle. It will be visible. People will notice your voice changing, your posture changing, your opportunities changing. You will act differently, speak differently, think differently, because the phrase has created a new neurological path, and the person who thinks differently lives differently. Now understand something sacred. You are not calling abundance from outside. You are awakening the abundance that was asleep inside you. You are not asking the universe to give you permission. You are giving permission to yourself. You are not begging for a miracle. You are aligning with the miracle. And when alignment happens, destiny accelerates. People appear at the right moment. Doors open out of nowhere. Money flows from unexpected places. Opportunities return. But more importantly, anxiety disappears. The fear of failure dissolves. Your vibration becomes clean, precise, powerful. The phrase works because it bypasses logic and reaches identity. When you repeat it daily, you are no longer someone hoping for a better life. You become someone expecting a better life. And expectation is the frequency of abundance. Expectation is the frequency of manifestation. Expectation is the frequency of certainty. This is why Hill said that most people fail not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. The phrase elevates your aim, it elevates your emotion, it elevates your vibration. Now breathe and listen closely. Your next 21 days will test you. Not because the universe wants to punish you, but because your old identity will try to survive. Thoughts of doubt may appear. Unexpected delays may happen. These are signs of transformation, not signs of failure. Keep repeating the phrase. Speak it when you wake up. Speak it while walking. Speak it before sleeping. Say it until your soul believes it. Say it until the air around you vibrates differently. Say it until the universe has no choice but to respond. When you reach day 21, you will notice something extraordinary. The future will no longer scare you. You will wake up with a sense of direction. Ideas will flow easily. Opportunities will feel natural. Success will no longer feel like a distant dream. It will feel like a natural extension of who you are becoming. And when that happens, you will realize that the phrase did not change your life. It changed you, and you changed your life. So now repeat it once more with emotion. Everything I ask for with faith is already on its way to me. Speak it, feel it, live it, and prepare yourself, because your reality is already shifting.